leadership crisis at all. What we, why am I saying we don't have leadership crisis? Because we don't have leadership at all. What we have, we only have political entrepreneurs who post as leaders, and that is why we get confused. So people have been talking of civic education, but sometimes I hold different view, because even as we are doing civic education, as we are going machinani to educate, because yes, I was even speaking to those people that they are doing civic education, pale mashinani akina KOT, and we are trying to plan, and I was telling them, look, even as we are doing civic education, we need to have a proper structure, and at least the end game. We cannot just be doing perennial civic education that does not even bring solution. We keep on just, telling people, bringing issues. Yes, we have corruption, we have poor leadership, we have this, and then what are the solutions? What do we need to do? So we need to have that structure, that we have the monitoring, the evaluation, and also we need to have a common, solution that, yes, even as we are, do we have alternative that we are providing before even you go to that civic education, before you go address? We have seen like Morara going and giving people the failed projects. But at the end of the day, after, everyone knows that, yes, this government is not working. The project has stalled, but what do we do next? And that is why, when it comes to accountability, I think now it is rest for us Kenyans. And when we come to leadership, we have to know that we don't have leadership. We have only, political entrepreneurs, of which now, what do we need to do? That is why I have keep on insisting in every chance that I get to speak. I say the only thing that we need to do, it is that difficult thing that we think we cannot face, but that is the only option. That is through revolution, so that we can be able now to get ourselves leaders. And we have that leadership that we are talking about. But with this current one, we can keep on addressing. We know the issues of employment. We know the issue of kidnappings. We know the issue of killings. We know the issue of hospital not working. We know the issue of farmers having problems. We know the issues of our children not getting funds. All these corruption cases, we can judiciary failing, parliament not doing anything. These have become like a national anthem. We cannot keep on singing every day. I think every Kenyan, at least 70%, already understand that we don't have leadership in this country. So now we need to face solution. We need now to start going to the action, planning, strategizing on how are we going to do to have that regime change. We have talked, some people saying 2027. I don't understand how 2027 that will work when we have this system that has been infiltrated everywhere. Now, as I finish, tomorrow, 11/11, is the first day that we need to show that accountability. We have a case at Milimani High Court about the Adani, and we had rally people to come and show, that we need accountability and we need transparency. So it is left for us now to show tomorrow our seriousness by showing up at the Milimani High Court in large numbers, so that the judiciary can understand that this case before them is not only for the petitioner, but it is for Kenyans, because this is an issue that concerns people of Kenya. And we have talked about Safaricom, about, our data being infringed, being shared, being abused, being misused, and leading to people being abducted and people being killed. These are the things that we need, we raise and we take an action. So if we do not become a results-oriented, action-oriented, we will keep on talking, we'll keep on discussing, we'll keep on having a lot of platform. Now, when it comes to civic education, I say we need a structure. Like, how do we do that structure? We need to get from the ward level, not the constituency level, to party, what, 1,460. Then, if we are going to hold a place, kama in Nairobi, tufanye sasa, what do we need to teach, to the community? Tunaweka agenda A, B, C, D, and then what are the solutions? Okay, solution ambao tunaambia watu ni E na E na E, so that we can have one universal voice. So when we can even do that civic education for 1 or 2 weeks, and we can be able to monitor and evaluate. But this one that you are doing randomly, we are doing on the space. Redemptor leo kesho atakuja na agenda yake, Abdi akuja na yake, Hilary akuja na yake, Keutia kwa mashinani kule na yake, Morara kule na yake. At the end of the day, tunazidi confuse watu more and more, and we will not bring results. So we need to have one universal structure of how we are going to conduct that civic education in a proper way that we can be able to monitor, to evaluate, and at least we have a message that cut across, na tunapeana solution ile ambao kweli itakuwa inafikia mtu wa Mandera, atakuwa anajua yes, the items ni 1 2 3 ndio wanaleta about this failed regime, and this is what we need to do. Mtu wa Kisumu the same, mtu wa Western the same. It is very much possible tuweke funds pamoja, tuweke kama ni mkutano, kama ni Kasarani, tutafuta watu 1460 ambao wataenda pia kule kwa ward level, wa recruit wengine, then now they can be able to communicate in those dialects, in those languages, in those dialects ya mashinani. Huku Nairobi pia kwa mageto they can be able to, tutakuwa now representative kwa kila ward of course. Kwa hivyo anaweza kucommunicate hata na hiyo Sheng language. That is the only way that we need now to be discussing. Those are the tactics, those are the, plans. Lakini tukiendelea tu kwamba tuna discuss leo kwa hii space ya Hilary, kesho Redemptor, kesho Fabish, kesho mwingine Dr. Milton amefungua, hatutapata results. Tutaishinda. That's what tumekuwa tukizungumza from June na hatufiki mwelekeo. But nikimalizia, tafadhali kesho Milimani High Court, let's occupy, let's come in large numbers, tuingie kotini na masimu na mavideo, let's follow the proceedings na tuambie majudges kwamba at least this is a last chance for them to redeem themselves, ili wasionekane tena kuwa wamekuwa corrupt. Not unless wanataka kuendelea hivyo, manake tume lose faith. And of course wala ambao pia wako mashinani,
Publish. Okay,
yes. Yes.
We are dropped you a bit, kindly land. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying kwamba kesho hata wala ambao wako mashinani si lazima wafike Nairobi. They can use that opportunity, go to DO's office, go to county commissioner office, go to chief office, any agenda, anything that you think it has failed in this government, that is the right time to go and highlight the issue. Make your petitions over there. Na wala ambao tuko Milimani wote tuweze kufika Milimani kesho 11:11. Thank you so much.
Thank you. These spaces provide advertising for the activities, and that's why you're able to tell us about tomorrow. Rurigi, if it is a question or a submission, because I would like to bring just
yeah, 30 seconds. It's not a submission. Fabish has actually spoken what I wanted to say about 11:11, occupy Milimani, and also we want to occupy Safaricom for breaching our data and leading to the murders and the killings and the abductions. That's what I wanted to add there. And Fabish has spoken my talking point, so I have nothing more to say. Sina maoni tafadhali. Asanteni sana, tuendelee na hiyo mojo. Thank you.
Thank you. Redemptor, I'll just want to add to Fabish too. I think you're right. These spaces play a crucial role in civic education. It represents the open forum for debate, dialogue, and knowledge sharing. I think by hardening platforms like this, we empower people to engage in a meaningful discussion that enlighten, inform, and inspire change. I agree civic education extend beyond formal setting. It lives in our conversation, our social media engagement, the active participation of every citizen in national affairs. I think our political and social and economic challenges remain significant. These spaces are more vital than ever before. They allow us to break down complex policy issues, making them accessible and relatable to every Kenyan from rural to urban. I think today everyone is experiencing the economic pressure on youth employment, governance concerns, and ongoing issues in Kenya. But civic education can demystify these realities, equipping citizens with the tools to make informed decisions to hold leaders accountable. It's about nurturing a culture where questioning, understanding, mobilizing are all encouraged in a collective voice of the people, both educated and the powerful. I think these spaces are very vital and part of this civic education. Over to you. Thank you. And let's bring in Justice.
Sorry, Redemptor. Just on civic education, just one sentence. I want to give you my own experience. I think Fabish has said 70% of people know. It's not 70. Actually, 99% of the people know. Let me give you an example. My mother is 85. They were promised fertilizers. She's in Kitale. So we are the grain basket of Kenya. And they were promised fertilizer. The rains were coming and they had not received. My mother took her effort and went to the chief's place where it was supposed to be distributed, and they found a very partly amount. My mother broke her hand struggling to get 2 bags of fertilizer, and she needed about 10. So you can see nothing is working. People are very aware. My mother is 85, very politically knowledgeable, and in the farms in Charangani. Thank you.
Thank you. I will bring in Justice. Justice, do you want to go? Justice, are you there? How about you, Dr. Milton? Then?
I was hoping Justice angezungumza kwanza.
Well, I can go, no problem, if you can. I don't know whether we lost each other earlier.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Justice Mheshimiwa, go ahead before I can put my thoughts together.
Thank you so much, Larry, Redemptor, Abdi. Fabrice, nice to meet you here, and all patriots. Good evening. And I think it's a wonderful topic, accountability and leadership, because leadership ability is always the